A growing role for women in the Catholic Church and tax credits for parents who send their kids to private schools.
Two ideas that came up during a candid conversation with Chicago Archbishop Betsy Cupich. Our chief correspondent Jay Levine sat down with the Archbishop today. Jay?
It was a wide-ranging half-hour conversation, Rob and Kate, highlighted by his vow to expand church leadership beyond men with clerical collars, beginning with last week's appointment of Betsy Bohlen as the Chicago Archdiocese's first chief operating officer. Is her appointment as much symbolic as it is substantive?
I imagine that that it is symbolic in the sense that I gave a talk at the First Friday Club this last week, and when I mentioned it, the women stood up and applauded. That said something to me.
Is there some contradiction to having a woman able to, in essence, lead the Archdiocese in many ways under you, yet a woman not being able to celebrate Mass?
Not in my mind, at least there isn't. And I think that you've hit on a very important point here, that we can, in fact, address the whole issue of disengaging ordination and power or authority, which I think has been collapsed for too long around the clerical state.
Among his first challenges, dealing with Father Brendan Curran, removed last week after allegations of improper sexual activity, though he said he could be back in a parish someday.
We are a forgiving community, and we also, and I know that there are people who have been rehabilitated and been stronger as priests after some sort of public moral failing.
Unlike the zero tolerance policy with regard to child abuse.
Well, because I think you cross a line when you violate a child, when you injure a child.
The Archbishop is very much concerned with Catholic schools and how people can afford them. Tax credits for any kind of alternative school, alternative to traditional.
Whether that's whether that's with the charter or private school, I would think that it would have to be done in such a way that would give some benefit to lower income, middle income families.
To that end, the Archbishop said he's had cordial conversations with the governor and legislative leaders. That's also called lobbying. And he also told me that while predictions were difficult, it wouldn't surprise him, Rob and Kate, to see someday in his lifetime married men ordained as priests.
So the possibility of married priests and then hiring a female executive, this is pretty progressive for the Catholic Church in Chicago.
He said that the Pope has given those signals directly from the Vatican, and he says he is putting it into effect here now.
All right. Thank you, Jay.